Hi everyone, it is Emily. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. It's Tuesday, which is an amazing, lovely day. Well, every day is. So I know that I kind of mentioned on Facebook that I was going to come on here and kind of talk a little bit about what I'm personally doing right now I should have checked my hair before this. Look at this. To kind of get through some limiting beliefs that I have. So I'm working on this energy clearing class, we'll call it. It's got like 12 different sessions in it. And one of the things that they talked a lot about, a big part of it is getting rid of these beliefs. And how do you actually figure out what your limiting beliefs are? So think about how you're talking in your daily conversations. If you were going to tell somebody about something that happened to you, let's say your blockage is relationships. And here's an example. Like, all men are liars is a big one that I hear people say. And sorry, I'm a woman, so it's gender specific for me, for men. But like, same thing, like, women are crazy. Or I can't afford that. I don't have enough money. Okay, so maybe you physically don't have that in your bank account, but also that statement is blocking you from being able to receive more money. And same with like any of these comments about, when you're dating, like men are liars. You're going to continue to attract men like that. Or women are crazy. Guess what? You're going to keep getting crazy women. So what you need to do is break down those limiting beliefs. And so one strategy that I've been using is I started looking at beliefs that or not beliefs, but things that I've wanted to do for the last 5 years that haven't panned out. So I started with my first one. And so one thing that I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to grow my Perfectly Posh business, like my skincare like that I do on the side, because it's just so much fun for me. But I've been wanting to do this for 5 years. So what I'm doing is I'm really looking at that, and then what I did is I wrote down what I want to do. Then I wrote down, okay, what do I need to be able to do this? And things that I need are like my YouTube channel, I need to get product, and social media. Okay, doesn't sound too crazy, does it? So why the hell haven't I grown my business, right? So what I did is I wrote reasons why I've not been able to do it. And the reasons I came up with is I'm lazy. I say that to myself all the time. I'll be like, I'm so lazy. I am spending my money on stupid things. The products cost too much. So I'm not good enough and nobody cares about what I have to say. Okay, those are all limiting beliefs. Those are beliefs that are keeping me from doing this. So the next thing that I did is I took each of those beliefs and I actually looked at them first, and I'm like, okay, well, I spent my money on dumb things and the products cost too much, kind of go in the same category of money. And I'm not good enough and nobody cares about what I have to say kind of goes in the same category of my self-worth. So I kind of put those two together. And then what I did is I wrote out the belief, and then I wrote the word, I wrote the question, is it a reasonable belief? So I just wrote reasonable question mark. And then I looked at my belief and I wrote down who, what, where, when, how, or why. So I would list who told me that, what did they say it about, where did it happen, when did it happen, and then either how or why. So I'm kind of breaking down that belief and looking at the fact that that actually didn't come from me. It came from somebody else saying it to me, that I'm lazy, for example. So what I did after I kind of broke it down like that is I wrote a new belief. And what I wrote is, I know what steps to take and I take them. So now it's not like I don't believe that anymore. I'm lazy because I can look at it and see that, like, I didn't formulate that on my own. That came from somewhere else. So it doesn't work for me anymore. Now I'm proactive and I know what steps to take. And so then I did it with, I can't handle money and I never had enough money. And again, I wrote out the word reasonable. And then I wrote my who, like, where did it come from? For me, it was a lot. Like, growing up, it was like we don't have enough. That's what they used to say. Like, when it happened and why it happened. And again, that wasn't my belief. It was a belief that was passed down to me from somebody else that I kind of picked up. But it's still something that, like, keeps me from opening up to accepting more. So then again, what I did is I wrote a new belief. So my new beliefs, I actually have 3. There is enough for everybody. And I'm worthy of abundance. I'm a money magnet. So again, this is really helpful. And I did it for the other part. And so I'm going to do it with 5 things. If I can find 5 things I've wanted to do in the past 5 years that I haven't done. I'm going to try to take time to do this for each separate one. I'm writing out what my goal was, what I needed to be able to achieve my goal, why I haven't achieved my goals. When I look at why I haven't, I'm figuring out which of those are just beliefs and not like physical reasons that it can't happen. And then when I look at that, I break each of those beliefs down into who told me that, what made me believe that, where did it happen, and then when, how, or why. And then finally, I decide it's not reasonable, which they mostly aren't. And then I write out a new belief. So I was thinking that this might help you guys if you're kind of stuck in old patterns of, like, the same thing keeps happening to you over and over again. You're like, what the heck? Why does this keep happening? A lot of times it's because of a belief that you hold that you haven't gotten through. So I hope this helps you guys. Of course, I'm going to finally do the shameless plug that you should love my channel or love this video and subscribe, because I mean, obviously, this is great content, right? Have an awesome rest of the day. Bye.